ironically, this is my first YouTube video. So, which is kind of funny because I'm doing this in my bedroom while I'm laying down, being tired as hell from work. But it might go viral, might not go viral. Now I'm just playing, but I do want people to see this seriously. To me, this is about the and this it. I never make a video. This is what's even more funny. I've seen so much stuff go by. I've seen so many people talk. I've seen so many, you know, videos, and I've watched so many content creators, and I've always been kind of nervous to do my own content creative, type stuff. I need to because I have an opinion just like everybody else does. But the point I'm making is this video is about just pearly things. My issue, I get the outrage. I'm always on the fence when it comes to this type of stuff because I'm a black person that is very balanced. I try to look at things from both angles. I try to look at things from every angle and try to tackle it in different ways. Sorry, I'm like looking off in the street. I'm just looking at a video also in the distance of YouTube. But I look at I look at a lot of like pros videos and a lot of just a lot of red pill content in general. And right now, this shift that's going on is like, aha, I got you moment with Pearl, and I'm trying to understand where is this coming from. It's like someone was waiting for her to just slip up, mess up, just so they could like, oh well, she's a racist, and I exposed her. And it's like, first of all, if anybody says something and it's not out of malice, then what is the issue? Okay, she still has black people on her platform. She still does this. Also, on top of that, she blew up. And she didn't know she would blow up so fast. No one knows they're going to blow up fast. Sometimes the stars align for people and sometimes they don't align for people. But my point is, why is it at any time a white person says what Pearl says, it just instantly blows up? Or anytime a person like Adam from No Jumper says anything, it goes instantly viral. But when a black person does it, it's like for some magical reason it just goes over people's shoulders. Like, if a black person had said that same thing, I guarantee you no one would give that person any type of pushback. In fact, they probably wouldn't even hit the algorithm on YouTube. I know that for a fact. So the point I'm making is she apologized for it. There's nothing else to discuss. I kind of like how Playback talked about like how she could be technically pounding. I don't know Pearl enough. I'm that type of person, if I got an issue with somebody, I would rather talk to them than make a video about it and talk about the situation of what's going on. Unlike a Playback and Abram Breach, and that's no disrespect to them, but that's just my MO. I'd rather talk to you front person to person than just make a video about it. But yeah, me personally, her saying that slavery was exaggerated in the context of how Americans tell us that slaves were worse, we really honestly don't know because we weren't back then. We just know from what we've been told. Are there moments where I feel like it was worse? Yes. Do I feel like it can be exaggerated? Everything in history is exaggerated to some extent. And this is coming from a person who is black. And I'm not, again, I said I'm on the fence when it comes to this stuff. Because as a person who actually watches some of Thomas Soywell's videos, he makes videos based off slavery. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of his videos is a tough pill to swallow. But my thing about it is no one gives him any type of pushback. No one at all. Excuse me. No one gives him any type of pushback. None whatsoever. Like, he has whole videos dedicated to like why African people are not, black people are not the only slaves. Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm kind of tired, so I'm probably rambling all over the place. But this is just my take on those just pearly things. Like, she apologized for the joint. There was no malice behind it, no evil intent behind it. So why not just move on? So, I mean, it's like this whole thing is just starting to fall apart for some magical reason. Like, you got all these people that saying, well, I don't, like, the dude I was watching was like, oh, well, I didn't want to, she was on a live, I guess, and she wanted to talk to people how they felt about it. And one dude was like, oh, well, I don't have nothing to say about it. It was like, oh, we always forgiven because that's what we're supposed to do. Like I had one dude in the comment section was like, "Oh, your name is Trublacking." I was like, "But I'm a Muslim before I'm black. So what are you talking about?" And the person's picture that I have is Mansa Musa, which again he was a Muslim before he was black. So the point about it is, yeah, it's just I know this video is probably awful to y'all, but I just kind of wanted to say my piece a little bit. And I am kind of tired too, like I said. Also, I wanted to say that Americans in London look at slavery completely different. They don't look at slavery the same way. Black America has this victim mindset. You can never go free if you have this constant victim mindset. Mind you, nothing was set by white people, it was set by the system. So the higher you go up, there is no color. The thing about it is there's division, and that's the best thing in the world to do, is to divide people. So if you can divide people, you can conquer people. It doesn't make a difference if you're black or white. You need to get past this black and white shit. It's starting to get really old. It's starting to get super old. And now we got black people on the left side, which I'll probably make a video on that. Well, whenever I get to make a video on that. Because I'm trying to figure out, as a black man, how the hell did we end up on the left side? Because I could have sworn we were not on the left side, and I don't know how we just magically got spotted there with this extremism and everything is racism and we're the victims, and it's just like, come on now, it's getting to the point where I'm getting tired of it. Like again, I understand where the outrage is coming from, but if someone apologizes for something and there's no ill will behind it, then either accept the apology or you didn't. I feel like if you don't accept the apology, you never liked her to begin with. You just were trying to find a reason not to like somebody. But again, I never see this type of pushback from black content creators who make the same exact videos. Not gonna say make the same exact videos, but talk about the same exact subjects that Pearl talks about. Like again, Thomas Sowell. No one wants to give him the smoke at all. Nobody wants to give him the smoke because they know ultimately he would burn them down. So it's like I just don't get it. It's crazy. I really don't. It's the red pill right now is in this moment of a frenzy where it's kind of like it's become Maury. It's become Jerry Springer at this point because like in the beginning it was good, and on top of that, red pill is for everybody, not just black men. It's for everybody. That's another thing people forget about Kevin Samuels. It was for everybody. Yes, it was predominantly black men, but it was for everybody. Not just black people, but everybody. So that's just my 2 cents. I just wanted to talk about the whole Pearl thing. As far as this whole issue with the whole black thing. And I was on Ali Live today, and it was really nice talking to her and stuff like that, getting her side about it. But at the end of the day, it's much more deeper than that. It's much more deeper than skin color, man. It's I'm sorry, I'm stuttering so much. I just thought about something what Ali said when she was talking about her being Puerto Rican. It's funny because Spain is the one who made the Spanish caste system. So the Spanish caste system, for some people who don't know, and I'm actually researching it myself even more so I can enlighten you a little bit more. But from what I gather, the Spanish caste system is basically, what's the word? It's basically like discrimination against skin tone, for those who don't know. And then for those who do know, enlighten me more, actually. Supposedly, it separated people into skin tone. So the lighter you are, the more desired you were. The darker you were less desired. So it's like we have to get rid of that. Then on top of that, me being Muslim, the first thing that Allah says is that I created you so you can get to know one another. So in the Quran, that's why there are different people, so we can get to know one another. There's no one better than anybody else. Yes, slavery has existed all throughout history. We know this already. I even seen a video was like, oh well, Africans enslaved other Africans, but they were more like indentured servitude. No, they weren't. If that was the case, what the hell was the Dahomey tribe? Which I learned about that after watching, not necessarily watching Woman King itself, but looking up the history of who it was actually based off of women who actually tormented other black people to the point where they would sacrifice them. But then no one talks about that. Or talk about the Arab slave trade with black people before white people even came. Again, it's not to take away from what white people did or take away slavery from any notion, whether it was a byproduct of war or any of that. It doesn't make a difference. I still feel like it's unexcusable. But this whole victim thing, it's got to stop. The system is divide and conquer. That's the ultimate goal. The more we divide people off race, the more people we divide people off relationship, the more we divide people off gender, the more we divide, the less chances we have of stopping what's going to come, whatever that is that's going to come. But I'm getting kind of tired. I'm not gonna lie. You can probably kind of see it in my voice and me stumbling over. This video isn't going to be edited, so it's going to be 100% raw. I just want to be real with you guys. Do want to start making videos of my own. I want to make my own platform. I want to start editing videos. Maybe I'll get someone to edit for me. I'm not good at that. I do need to invest into a laptop. I'm thinking about investing into a laptop. I don't have an office or anything set up, so I might just start doing like maybe videos in the background or pictures in the background or whatever. But it's time for me to voice my opinion, because I'm just like sick of everybody else saying what they want to say. And I'm the type of person, I'm in the comment sections most of the time. I'm letting you know right now, my grammar is trash. A 3-year-old can probably write better than I can. But the point I'm making is that I've always been a strong speaker more than I have been a person who basically, writes. So for me, this is my strong suit. This is where I can argue the most at, because yeah, this is just my strong suit. I'm better at communicating through verbal than I am writing. But yeah, I'm getting kind of tired. Excuse me. I just wanted to let y'all know that this is my take on the pearly things. This is my take on me trying to make a channel for Trublacking. I'm not. I don't. I will. I agree with a lot of red pill, but I don't subscribe to all of red pill, if that makes sense. It's just time for me to make my own content. Time for me to do my own thing. I'll keep making videos. They might come out looking crappy like this one, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I'm in the bed. I'm chilling. I just thought I wanted to give my little 2 cents to this 12-minute video. But y'all have a blessed day. And to my Muslims out there, assalamu alaikum to you. And yeah, see ya.